Hey everyone, I'm back. I was supposed to upload something a couple of minutes ago, but I had to end it because I realized what's the use of talking about something that's really redundant. So it is related to Kevin Samuels, but this is going to be something that's really more of a question. Did Kevin Samuels really succumb to cardiac arrest naturally, or was it attributed due to drug use, due to Red Bulls, or was it due to Viagra? I think it's something that we should really have a conversation about. And also the woman who he was with that night, is she really a nurse, or was she basically paid to do a service, found out what was going on, saw it, and got scared? Because here's my thing. I'm reading the report, and I want to give a shout out to two people. I want to give a shout out to Miss Donna Jordan, aka Lady DJ, and also Mrs. Skinny, because they both shared the police report on both of their pages. So it reads, involved persons. So the first person that they have is Hortensia Alcantara, and she's born in 1990. Now they have her as being Native Hawaiian or Pacific Islander. Then they have Kevin Samuels. Now, from what Kevin Samuels always said he was born in 1969. So this whole 1965 date of birth, I don't know how that's coming unless he lied about his age. I don't know. But based on his high school yearbook and his clothes, it does look more like he's born around 68, 69-ish. But hey, if that's what his ID said, that's what his ID says. That's what it is. And it has his race, of course, black or African American. It has him as a male. It has a woman as a woman. So all the rumors that it was a person who was from the T class, that's probably, salacious rumors or whatever, more than likely. So the narrative of the report reads, on May the 5th, 2022, Officer J. Figueroa, unit number 2205, responded to a call regarding a person injured upon arrival. Officer Figueroa observed the fire department engine number 21 performing CPR to a black male unresponsive to the floor of his apartment. I then met Miss Hortensia Alcantara, who identified the male as Mr. Kevin Samuels. But they wrote Kelvin Samuels at the same time. Miss Alcantara stated that she met Mr. Samuels last night, came to his apartment, spent the night with him. Miss Alcantara also said that early morning, Mr. Samuels complained of chest pains, and she attempted to help him, but he fell on top of her and proceeded to notify 911. Miss Alcantara also said she requested the 911 operator to contact the front desk for a defibrillator to keep Mr. Samuel responsive until Grady arrived because she's a nurse. Grady bus number 741, Mr. Samuels was later transported to Piedmont Hospital by Grady bus number 741. Now, here's my thing. There's two things. One, he complained of chest pains, and she attempted to help him, but he fell on top of her. Now, how was she able to get him off of her and call 911? Because the reason being is Kevin Samuels was like 6'4". This person isn't as tall. And it seems as though he was still conscious when he was en route to Piedmont. So there were some reports that he had succumbed while he was at his place of residence. But according to this report, it seems like they traveled him to Piedmont. Another thing I also want to mention is that they wrote his name wrong. That it says that they met Miss Alcantara Hortensia, and she identified him as Kelvin Samuels. That to me is a red flag because it gives me signs of a cover-up. Because you know he's Kevin Samuels. And I'm sure he didn't show her ID before she got into place. Which tells me that this woman, not saying that she's not a nurse per se, but she may have been more than likely an escort. Now, people have also questioned her identity of being Hispanic or Pacific Island Hawaiian. Yes, she could be Hawaiian. She could be Pacific Islander with a Spanish last name. You have Filipinas, who are considered Pacific Islanders, and many Filipinos also relocate to Hawaii. A lot of times they do it to move to the United States to be able to work to get citizenship. It's a path to U.S. citizenship, easier than just going to like the mainland U.S. But what I think is really important is that there isn't a report of what was at the apartment. And that's usually what they also note. Because he's a very young man, considering his age. Was there Red Bulls? Was there cocaine? Was there cocaine lace fentanyl? Was there variety? Because there's many reports and rumors out that this man was doing drugs, which he doesn't seem like the type that did drugs, but we know from watching his videos, he drank a lot of Red Bulls. And there were many people that said those Red Bulls played a role in his passing. Red Bulls are super strong. I don't mess with Red Bulls. To me, they scare me. I find them to be extremely scary. A person like him, he seemed very health conscious and he took care of himself. Not saying that it couldn't happen, but he seemed like the type of person that he would have noticed himself and would have been like, oh, I gotta go. Let me check myself. Because like they say that when you go into CA, they said something like that, you feel kind of weird like a couple of days or two before it happens. Excuse me, I sneezed. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I read. Another thing that I find to be really, really, really strange is there are different photos of the woman. First, they had a photo of Brittany Renner. Then they had a photo of another woman who was skinny and petite. And then they have this woman who's like plus size and fat. Now, according to Mr. Samuels, he didn't seem like he was into those women. But he never said he was exclusively into black women as well. This is a story that's going to keep on giving. But I just, I'm not going to rule out. Oh, wow. See me. I'm not going to rule out FP. And with that being said, I'm signing off. Thank you. And have a wonderful rest of the day.